Let's say you connect, they're just so good and they beat me to it. Win is not the number one priority. Sorry, this is not how I teach. Safety. Safety is number one priority. I'm gonna punch, punch across and turn my pinky and shrug my shoulder here. This little elbow is not a hard elbow, it's just to put a frame. While he beat me to it, I need to have a strong underhook. But if he's heavy on it, I can't elevate him. This is very important, this little detail. Boom. Tight here. I got an elbow, I grab the back of his head, and I pull him. Step back, knee. But what makes the difference between the champion and the contenders is the tactical. Next technique. I have a lot of stuff to show you. It's normal that some of the technique, you'll be like, oh, I don't really feel it. It's not really for me. It's normal. We're all different. We all have different length, different configuration, different brains. And some technique, you might like it, some you might not. And it's okay. But I want to make sure I give you a lot of information. So you go home, at least you got a few ones that you love. All right, same thing. My coaches show me a lot of technique. And a lot of, I would say, 85% of the technique that they show me, it was not made for me. I didn't like it. But some of, maybe 15%, was like, man, I love it. What I just shown you, this move, if you like some little anecdotes, it was used by Kamaru Usman when he fought Tyron Woodley. He trapped the arm here. He created a gap, boom. He was able to cut him. So if you watch that fight, that means it works. It works at the highest level. It's very basic, but the fundamental is really what works at the highest level. Now we're gonna see another situation. So I'm here, and now my opponent beat me to it. He beat me to it, so he's got the control of the elevation, and he's got the power of controlling me. This happens very often when you fight wrestlers, okay? Let's say you connect, they're just so good and they beat me to it. So what happens if they beat me to it? Remember, in a fight, you only want to exchange on your term. You don't want to exchange and take a risk doing it on your opponent's term. Number one priority. Who tell me who's the number one priority in a fight? Lead the dance is a good one, but it's not number one. What is number one priority? I hear win. Win is not the number one priority. Sorry. This is not how I teach. Safety. Safety is number one priority. If you're safe and your health doesn't get damaged, is my number one priority. That's why you never exchange on your opponent's turn. Okay? I try to teach you also some conceptual stuff that can help you in a fight game. It's not only technical, it's also tactical. It's very important because when you're at the highest level, whether you're number one contender, the champion, or number 5, the knowledge is about the same for everyone. But what makes the difference between the champion and the contenders is the tactical. And I'm trying to implement that into my teaching. So you remember, you never want to exchange on your opponent's term. So if you're in a bad position, don't take a risk from there because you're going to end up losing. The odds are against you. So if my opponent get me in a position where I'm not in an advantageous place, I'm not going to try to instigate a fight from there. I'm going to try to get out. So what I'm going to do here, so he beat me to it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to punch, punch across and turn my pinky and shrug my shoulder here. In the same time, it's like a punch and shrug my shoulder as I'm punching down in his inner thigh, stiff arm. And when I got this, okay, I got an elbow, I grab the back of his head, and I pull him. Now I can knee, cut, okay? This is a very important exit. Similar principle that we just did. Is I'm here, he beat me to it. While he beat me to it, I need to have a strong underhook. But if he's heavy on it, I can't elevate him. So I'm going to put my arm across and turn my pinky. Boom, fast. If I put my arm across, I don't want him to grab my pinky. Look, if he grabbed my wrist now, I give him the position. So it needs to be fast. Yes, it's a race. So I put my arm across and I turn in the same time. Up, boom. It's a race. Step back. Knee, cut. One more time. I'll do it this side. I have a bad shoulder, so I'm doing on the right side. So I'm here, he beat me to it. I'm stuck, but I need a way out. Turn my pinky. 1. Step back. 2, 3. All right? And if you're more advanced, you want to play with it to have more fun, you can create a combo from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a kick. If you follow up with a strike. Because he's uncomfortable, he's off balance, and he's trying to come up. That's the best time to attack. One more time. I'm here. He beat me. Turn my pinky, shrug. Here. Step back. Knee. Elbow or punch, and then coming up with the kick. All right, guys? Let's work. Up. Yeah, but make it more like a punch. Punch. Yes, this little elbow is not a hard elbow. It's just to put a frame. Okay. Yes. Yes. And very often when that happens, he stumbles and you can follow up with the kick as well.
I took him in front. Yeah?
Yes.
Not up. Not up. In front. Like
in front, yes. And turn, yeah. Here, yes. Yes. Put the frame, pull. Yes. Yes. Yes, could be an elbow or a punch depending the length. Okay. Yes. Very good, very good. He beat me to it, so I'm gonna change my up. Boom. Boom. Yes. So don't step back when you're here. This is very important, this little detail. And shrug. Up. Boom. Tight here. When I hit him here, I create a frame. Whether I hit him or not, I step back. Then I can knee, either punch or elbow, and as you keep going, you have to have an automatic response. Okay. Yes, automatic answer. Switch your stance, switch your stance. Yes. So beat me to it, lower your center of gravity. So he's pushing me, he's grab my leg, he's stronger than me here. So what I do is I turn my pinky up and I shrug. Boom. But this is tight, see? This is very tight here. So I'm here. He's boom. Now I knee, elbow, kick, follow up. Yes. Now watch how I'm gonna take a step. I'm taking a step back. Knee, elbow down. Yes. Okay. Next, that is the case. I'm gonna show you a way to get out, okay? I punch, and as I punch, I step back. Here. I step back. Knee, boom. And remember, it's like walking. Elbow. Elbow, could be a punch, could be a punch.